All right guys, I put together a really fun arm workout for you today, and it's only going to be using resistance bands. So no dumbbells, no body weight stuff. All right. Now, the way I've structured this today is I've paired up two different sets of exercises. So we're going to be doing, the first pair is going to be a bicep movement and then a tricep movement. Okay, and we're going to alternate back and forth between those two exercises. Then I'm going to take the bands and I'm going to move the anchor from the low position down here to the high position. Okay, so there's a rhyme and reason for all this today. And then when we move the anchor to the top position, I got two more exercises that we're going to pair up together, and we're going to do them alternating. One's bicep, one's tricep. So the reason I designed this workout this way is because I don't want you guys having to move this anchor point from the bottom of the door to the top of the door, back to the bottom again. Okay, so it's a really fun way to hit our arms, and I like to do this at the gym a lot, okay, when I have just infinite access to all kinds of, great exercises and machines and cables and things. So instead of hitting our bicep for two different sets and then moving to triceps for two sets, I like to give those alternating muscles a little bit of rest. So we'll do a bicep exercise, and while it's resting, we'll be doing our triceps. It's a real efficient way to get in a ton of work in a very short time period. And then one little trick here, guys, it's not a biggie, but I just want to tell you the way I like to do resistance bands. And if you'll notice down here at the bottom, I have my anchor set up. Now I have all 5 bands on that anchor, but I'm not going to use all of them, okay? So you never know how many different colors you're going to use and in what combination. So no sense in just putting through 1 or 2 bands, okay? Just leave them all in there and only hook up the ones that you're going to use. So the very first exercise is going to be standing alternating curls. So follow along as I show you how to do the correct form, and then we're going to take a short breather, and then we're going to do our tricep exercise after that. So very first one, and guys, alternating curls is something I like to do because I can really focus on each arm individually, and I just want you to do 10 reps on each arm. So you're going to have to move away from the door so that there is some resistance at the very starting position. I don't want these bands slack down here at the starting, okay? So come away from the anchor. Okay, so I got some tension there, all right? So we're going to do alternating. We're going to do 10 on each side. That's 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, last set, 10. All right, so that's one set of 10 reps. Now, give yourself about 30 seconds rest before we do our tricep. And during that 30 seconds, I just want to explain the form there. So guys, I'm trying to keep my elbows to my side and nice and still. I don't want that elbow swinging back and forth, okay, as I'm going through my curl motion, all right? That's key. Form is so much more important than how much resistance you're doing. That's the key, guys, especially with bands, because they kind of make your body wobble a little bit. They're not real stable like it would be if you were on a machine at a gym. So it's real easy to screw up the form and cheat if you don't really focus. Now, overhead tricep extension, all right, so I'm giving my biceps a little rest now. We're gonna hit triceps. I'm gonna do 10 reps here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so 10 reps, give yourself, you only need about 30 seconds rest. And the reason being is my biceps were not engaged at all during that exercise. So they're getting a rest while I'm hitting my triceps, okay? So I'm gonna go back and we're gonna do those standing alternating curls, all right? My triceps are getting a rest right now. And remember, we're only gonna do 2 sets of each, okay? Then we're gonna move on to my second pair of arm exercises in just a sec. All right. Alternating curls here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now guys, at the bottom down here, okay, my bicep is under tension, so it's getting a good workout during the entire rep range, all right? So I'm not resting one arm at the bottom while I'm doing the other arm. Don't need but about 20-30 seconds rest here, guys. I like to shake it out, get that blood flowing, and get that oxygen flowing again back into the muscles. That's why you'll get out of breath. All right, let's knock out 10 overhead tricep extensions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so once again, form there. I'm trying to keep my elbows as still as possible. Now this is an exercise that's really hard to keep them perfectly still, okay, because just the nature of the exercise. What I don't want you to do, I don't want a pressing movement, okay? See how my elbows are going up and down here? That's a press. It's a military press. We're just doing extensions, tricep extensions, okay? So do your best at keeping your elbows still. Now, that's the first pair of arm exercises. We did both exercises twice, okay? So now it's time to move that anchor. So just one movement of the anchor, all right? Because it is kind of a pain. Slide it out. Going to the top of the door now. How hard was that, okay? So that's part of the rest period before we move on to the second set. All right, so we're gonna do 2-arm face pulls, okay, which is a curl, which is a bicep movement. And we're gonna do 1-arm tricep extensions, but we're gonna be doing them with a reverse grip. So let's start off with the bicep curls first. Now guys, this is a good time if you don't think the bands are the correct resistance, all right, for this particular exercise. It's a good time to change it up, all right? Now, I want you to have resistance at the very bottom of this movement, or at the beginning when your arms are pretty straight. So once again, I don't want any slack in these bands. So you're gonna have to step away from the door, okay, preload the bands, okay? And then I'm gonna have to lean back, and I'm gonna try to keep my elbows relatively still once again, and just curl the handles straight to my face, okay? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so give yourself about 30 seconds rest before we do the next exercise. And guys, if the resistance level is close to what you think you need for 10 reps with a lot of difficulty, but not quite enough, real simple. Just step a little further away from the door, and that will automatically add more resistance. And if it's pretty close to the correct amount, but a little too tough to knock out 10 reps with good form, step just a tiny bit closer to the door. Real easy way to adjust how you do this. Now, the 1-arm tricep extension. This is one of my favorite exercises. Most people don't do it. So most tricep movements are overhanded grip, okay? I want you guys to reverse your grip, and you're gonna grab the handle underhanded like this. And we're only gonna do 1 arm at a time. So I'm gonna get down on my knees, okay? I'm gonna focus on my right arm first, okay? And I'm grabbing it underhand grip, palm is facing up. And once again, guys, I'm gonna really focus on trying to keep my elbow still, down by my side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now guys, this is one arm. This is not alternating, okay? So we're focusing on one arm at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, that's one set each of that pair of exercises. Now, while I was doing those tricep extensions, my biceps were getting a great rest. Now it's time to move back and hit those biceps again, all right? That's why I like doing it. You can really up the intensity when you give them a little bit of rest, okay? So I'm gonna step a little further away this time, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Just give yourself a few seconds rest. Then we're going to finish up with those tricep extensions. But remember, we're doing one arm at a time with a reverse grip. All right. Let's do right arm first. Here we go. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guys, just kind of notice the tempo here, all right? That's about 9 and about 10. All right, let's switch over to the left side. 2. So, if it's a little too easy because you didn't select enough resistance, you want to make it a little harder right in the middle of your set so you don't have to stop and change the bands. Just slow it down, and at the bottom, 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. So if you hold it for a 2 count at the bottom and really squeeze that tricep, okay, it'll make it feel a lot heavier than the resistance really is. So there's lots of ways you guys can kind of tweak this workout right in the middle of the workout, okay? So if you don't want to stop on the 5th or 6th rep because you went, oh my God, I didn't use enough resistance, okay? You can just hold the curl at the top of the movement for a 2 count or even a 3 count. Same thing with the tricep extension, and it will make that band feel a whole lot tougher than it really is. So guys, what did? We did 4 different exercises. Each exercise we did twice, but we set them up in pairs so that we didn't have to move the anchor up and down and up and down, all right? Didn't have to waste a lot of time. Real efficient way, guys, to get a fantastic pump. Look, bands, that's all it takes, okay? You don't need a bunch of expensive equipment. You don't need a gym membership. You can get it all done in your home. So guys, I hope you liked this workout today. And remember, it ain't gonna happen overnight, is it? Which means you have to stick with it and never give up on yourself.